Morning cuddles. Morning cuddles. Morning, guys. Welcome to the vlog. We're doing morning cuddles. We do every morning. The kids love to just come to my room first thing in the morning, and so we cuddle and I slowly wake up. It was not a good night's sleep last night, so I'm really tired, looking pretty rough, but we're gonna get everybody just kind of situated. I need to suction this guy because I thought his cold was over and he still like has like boogers in his nose, so I need to do that. And then we'll go downstairs and start the day and have some breakfast. Little buddy, please don't be too mad. It's gonna help you breathe. It's gonna help you breathe. You like those? You like the zebras? You want to make a house? Alright, so if I didn't already say good morning, we are off to a good start in the day. We're gonna do a couple things around the house. I have an exciting little house project to share with you guys too. Sean did his first nap in the carrier, we had breakfast, and now we get to continue with the day. But before we get to everything, I do want to give a huge shout out to Ritual, who is sponsoring today's video. At this point, I have worked with Ritual for years and years and years on my channel, but even when they haven't been like currently sponsoring a video, I have still been taking these. Their prenatal vitamins are the ones that I took all throughout my pregnancy with Sean. So when people would ask me what prenatal are you using, I was using the Ritual ones. So I have just like a little bit of these left because they were like from the previous bottle. Now that I am postpartum, they have a postnatal multivitamin, which is what I recently switched over to. I think that when we think about vitamins, like we know we should take a prenatal, but I think that what we don't realize is just like how much more nutritionally demanding postpartum, like the postpartum period is, especially if you're nursing, which I am. So I really like taking these. They contain 15 of those key nutrients to support those nutritional demands up to 6 months postpartum and throughout lactation. So if you're nursing, these are definitely good to be taking. There's a bunch of things that I love about these vitamins, and it's like why I take these over like other vitamins. I love number one, that I've been able to take them, they don't hurt my stomach, and then they smell so good. Like they don't give you like a weird like fishy smell. They're not like unpleasant to take. You know, sometimes vitamins can be like a little bit unpleasant to take. These have like a little tablet inside and they're infused with either mint or citrus. So when you smell this bottle, it smells like mint in here. So it's a very nice thing to take in the morning. I don't like dread taking vitamins, which normally I am very bad about taking vitamins. That's another thing that I like about Ritual, is that it's a subscription. So like I never run out. I always have them delivered to my door. So that's a great plus. All of their ingredients are traceable. So if you go to their website, they tell you exactly where they get each of the ingredients. So you know where the stuff is coming from. So yeah, I've had a great experience with these. I've taken, again, the prenatals. I've taken the regular multivitamins for women when I wasn't pregnant. I've taken the postnatals. Joe's taken the men's vitamins for them. So we've had like a whole bunch of them, and they're just like our favorite vitamins that we take. A fun little backstory on like how these were created actually. So the founder, she got pregnant with her first kid. And when she got pregnant, you know, she did like one of those clean sweeps around her house, like getting rid of like the household cleaners and like all of those things with ingredients, deodorants, looking at all the ingredients and finding better replacements. And when it came to her prenatal, the same, like she saw a bunch of like the competitor ones and was like looking at the ingredients. She wasn't a fan of them. So then she decided to design her own. So I love that. Highly recommend them to you guys. If you want to try them out, I have a great code for you guys this month. It's like their Cyber Monday, Black Friday special right now. So it's gonna be like one of the best discounts that they give all year. So I'll leave my code on the screen. It'll get you 40% off your first order of Ritual. So for example, the postnatal is usually $39 for the 30-day supply. And with my code, it's $23.40. So it's a good, nice, big chunk of savings there if you wanna try it out. I plan on continuing to use the postnatals like while I'm nursing, and then who knows, if I ever get pregnant again, then I'll switch back to the prenatals. But there's something for everyone, and I highly recommend them. Again, the info will be down below in the description box. If you have any questions about them, let me know. I've been taking them for years, you guys. So that is it. Sean is getting fussy, but thank you to Ritual for sponsoring today's video. I put Sean up here on the bouncer for just a second so I could talk to you guys about Ritual, and I just finished feeding him. I thought he'd be content. but he is not. He is a little grumpy old man today. Riley is over here already crafting. That's what she does every single morning. She goes straight to the little art caddy, homeschool caddy, which is a mess, but she always like gets her stuff, starts working on something. But this is what's happening today, and I'm so excited about it. Do you guys see all those plants back there? We are putting up like against the fence, and I'll take you outside once it's done. All of those clusia plants, we're putting them up against the fence to add some greenery to the backyard. Yeah, I'm super stoked about that because our backyard doesn't have a lot of greenery at all. It's like all pavers, and there were some plants there when we first bought the house. There were like some big like traveler palms that Joe hated, so we ripped them out. But we still want to like make the backyard feel a little cozier, and we wanted some more privacy, so we decided to go with the clusia plants. I think I'm saying that right. Those will grow, and then like you start maintaining them, and you can kind of make them more like a hedge. And then they'll grow a little bit past the fence. We'll have the privacy, and hopefully it just like makes the space a little bit more inviting, because obviously this isn't Virginia, and so I wasn't expecting that I was gonna have like a ton of land or a ton of, you know, like backyard. Believe me, when we bought this house, like it was slim pickings. You guys know, like it was just like the best of whatever was out there in our price range. So now that was like a project that we wanted to do. So I'll show you guys what that looks like, hopefully, if it all turns out fine once they're done. So yeah guys, like I was saying earlier this morning, I thought that he was like on the mend of his cold, but he still is a little bit congested, and it's kind of starting to worry me a little bit. You can kind of tell like when he breathes that he's still a little bit stuffy, so I continue to just like suction him, and hopefully, I mean, he's like his normal self. He's still happy. He's not like crying every 2 seconds, but I was hoping that it would kind of be over. Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you! He's also wearing the cutest new little PJs that I got him from Old Navy. I'll have them in the description box just because they're like my favorite PJs that he has. Let's see, little dude, do you want to do some tummy time? You want to do some tummy time, buddy? He's having like more awake periods. Like his awake windows are a little bit longer these days, so I have to like find things for him to do to keep him entertained. But I want him to roll over, and as of right now, he hasn't been like a super roly-poly. He's done it a couple of times, but I would like to see if maybe he starts, oh, and there we go. I got you on camera, Sean. Maybe he'll start to do it more now. That was so cute. I think he also wants to turn the other way. When I put him on the floor, he'll get like to this position, and then I just find him like staring at the TV, like when he's like this, but he's trying so hard to flip the other way. But we're gonna keep practicing so you can work on your rolling over skills. But he's strong, like he definitely holds his head up. But I think now he's starting to discover that he can put his head down and flip over. Let's see. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. There you go. Good job, buddy. Oh, that makes me so happy just to see those like little milestones that he's making. Like he's like reaching. And it makes like the sleepness nights. Like I don't even know how to explain it. At this point, I'm delirious. Still don't have any stretches of sleep at night, so I'm not even gonna go into that because then it's just gonna be a complaining kind of video. Still not sleeping. But if we want to focus on the positive, which is very much what I would like to do, he has made progress in terms of bottle feeding, and I'll see if I can get a clip of him later. But we've spent like the last week and a half, I would say, offering him a bottle every day, and for like the first week he rejected it, and then like the last 3 or so days he's been able to take an ounce of milk at a time. 2 of the times I did it, and then one time Mimi was over and she got him to do it, but he's been able to take like an ounce of milk in those bottles that I showed you guys the other day. It does take him forever, so it's not like a short and sweet thing, just like for an ounce of milk. Like he still kind of fights it. He's still learning how to suck, and sometimes he cries a bit. I have to like position my phone so he has like something to look at to keep him distracted, but he has done it, so we're happy about that. Okay, so I decided today that as part of our schoolwork, we are going to play Candyland, because I've been like in this mood to like get the kids to play more board games, and I feel like it's a great way to teach them a lot of things too, like through games, like learning how to take turns, learning that sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, like all of those things that you learn through playing a game. So we are gonna do that, and this just brings me back to my childhood. It was one of my favorite games as a kid. So we're gonna take a little bit of time. It's not like we have to play for an hour or anything. We'll just play for a little bit, and it's something different, and they'll be excited about it. Okay, what I need for you to do first is get all these cards and flip them to the white, okay? And make a little stack like that. Flip them to the white. Then you gotta pick your color, and then I need to read the instructions because I forgot how to play. We are going to draw cards from the pile, and that'll tell you which block to move to. You land on the licorice square, you lose your next turn. All right.
Then you have to get all the way to here.
All right, Jackson, what color are you?
Blue.
You're blue? So I go right here. All right, Jackson.
Almost there.
Who's gonna win? I got green.
It's okay.
All right. Well, that's how games are.
It's okay if I win. You
Let's go. 1.
No.
You can't get mad if you lose, Jackson. Okay? That's the whole point of the game. We'll
Okay.
play again.
Jackson.
1 purple, 2. Jackson, if you cry, we won't play a game.
I want to play this one. I want
We'll
to
keep
win
it.
first.
We'll play again. We don't know who's gonna win first. It's a game.
No, don't want to pick that one.
Yes, that's the
No.
one from the pile you got. 2 yellows is good.
I'm going to win.
Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose.
blue.
What did you get?
Ice cream.
That means you have to go back to the ice cream.
Please let me have it. Let me please win first.
Jackson, that's not how it works.
No, my heart to go to down.
Wait, that you can't go there. That's not the, you didn't get that one. Okay, we're gonna play again to see if this time you win, okay? Okay, so that was hysterical. That was like just, you know, what I expected. Like Jackson has a hard time losing, so we have to overcome that. We have to just continue to play board games so that we can teach the kids like how to handle that, because I think it's a good skill to have, to know that sometimes in life you will win and sometimes you will lose. You don't have to have a fit, it's just a game. So it was a good exercise, I will say, this morning. But I want to put a couple more of those like board games on their Christmas list and stuff. So hopefully we'll do more of that, and it's like a way for all of us to connect. So when Joe gets home from work today, I told them like to leave the game out so he'll play with us. I just finished nursing this guy, so actually let me put my milk away. What else? I left this out here on the counter to show you guys before I forgot. This is the non-dairy creamer that I picked up the other day, maple glazed donut. It is gone. There's none left. We drank this so fast. It was delicious. So the Chobani creamers, in my opinion, are just superior. They are so good. I have a caramel macchiato one. It's still in the fridge, but this one, the maple glazed donut one, was bomb. So if you see it and you're doing non-dairy, I would pick it up. And if you're not doing non-dairy, the regular dairy version of these are also really good, and they're just cleaner ingredients because there's less of like the fake stuff they have to add in to make it delicious. I'm honestly just trying to hold this guy off for a few more minutes until it's time for his nap. Jackson's watching Paw Patrol, and I have some laundry that I can do, but I can do that when I take him upstairs. I did tell you guys the other day that I would share with you guys Jackson and Riley's Santa wish list, so let me do that before I forget. This is just me asking both of them, like, hey, what do you want? And them giving me some general wish list ideas. So here's Riley's list. She wants a doll car seat, so a little car seat for her dolls. Kitchen pretend food, shoes for her baby doll, a diaper bag for her baby doll, new chapter books. That was my input. That was like, hey, you want some new chapter books? Because we need to like have some new read alouds. So some of those, sensory bin stuff, new puzzles, Barbie clothes, doll clothes, new jewelry, squishy animals, which I think are like the little figurines, but there are some that are like really small and squishy, so squishy animals, stickers, Lego friends sets, and board games. We put board games after having this family discussion. And then Jackson's Santa list says police truck, garbage truck book, sensory bin things, spider figurines, more sea animals. Like again, they like those like little figurines that we put in sensory play, and they do a bunch of stuff with them. They do a lot of pretend play. So spider figurine, sea animals, fly figurine, a fly figurine. He wants a figurine of a fly. I don't know, this list is weird. A food / restaurant set. So just more pretend food, play food. They're really into that. He says he wants a car seat for one of his dolls because Riley has 2 dolls. She takes care of one. He's like the dad for the other one. So a car seat for that doll. Some tiny baking things. I don't even know. Jackson, we need to really do your list over here. Some road magnet tiles. That's good. And some transformers. That is what we have put together. in terms of their list. I do have other things in mind. I have other ideas. So let me show you on my computer really fast. So in the description box of my videos, you can also find it in like the link in my bio and Instagram. I have a link that says Amazon store, and it's in all of my descriptions and stuff. If you click on the Amazon storefront, I started saving some like little wish lists and idea roundups from Amazon for the kids. So it'll take you to a page like this, and then over here I have a bunch of different wish lists. So like one says gift ideas for the kids, my wish list, a 1-year-old gift guide, recent orders, just random things that I've bought recently. And then over here, this is this one. I don't want to say it like out loud, but already a lot of just ideas of things that you can pick up. I have this one that's homeschool resources. So anything having to do with homeschool, the books we use, the manipulatives, those are all here. A lot of good gift ideas, puzzles, and again, a lot of the books that the kids really are into, workbooks, just read aloud books. This one is all about faith. So I get a million questions about like, what Bible do you use? And like Bible, you know, devotionals. There's a bunch of resources there too that would make for good gifts. There's a baby gift guide in here. So this is good if you have a little infant like Sean. These are all little baby gifts. And some of these we have ourselves. Some of these are things that I have on Sean's wish list. So there's a bunch of stuff there. So I would encourage you to go there. Anytime that I see something that I think that the kids might like I have all of the stuff that I have saved in my cart of ideas for the kids in a separate gift guide there. And then like always when I share these are commissionable. So if you click on them and you purchase through my storefront, then I get commission for them. It doesn't cost you anything extra. So if you're shopping, if you're starting to get a head start on your shopping, or you're gonna be shopping for Black Friday and stuff, then I'm always super appreciative when you use my links, because it's just like a way that I make money through doing some of the stuff that I do. Just so you guys know, when you're shopping in the holiday season and stuff, if you see stuff on one of my wish lists and you add it to your cart and then like 5 days later you check out, I don't get credit for it. So if it matters to you at all to give some of your like creator friends or whatever a little bit of support during the holiday season, then just try to make sure that when you go to purchase, look at him pulling my hair. When you go to purchase, you just like do it that day. You go and you click on one of their links, then you add stuff to the cart, and then you check out. When it comes to shopping and like creators getting credit, it's really about like how people access the site, like the click that gets people onto Walmart.com or the click that gets them onto Amazon. As long as you click onto the website and complete the purchase like from that person's link, and typically that's how they get credit, if that makes any sense. But hopefully those guides are helpful. I know that it's like super overwhelming to figure out like what to get the children. This year I'm trying to be really intentional about the things that we put on their list, because like I've said before, we don't have a lot of space for big toys, so we're just trying to expand on things we already have. Like we already have the play kitchen. Maybe we'll get some new play kitchen toys. Kids already have dolls and Barbies, so maybe we'll ask for Barbie clothes and doll accessories. Lots of sensory stuff, because the kids are still very much into that. So anyway, I hope some of that helps. You ready to go take a little nap, sir? Are you ready?
I'm so hungry.
You're so hungry? That's the story of my life. That's what Jackson says 500 times a day. I'm so hungry, Mama. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I want a snack. I want food. Jackson, it is 11 o'clock. It's not lunchtime yet. I'm watching out for his eyebrows, because his eyebrows turn like beet red when he's super tired. And I started using the app Huckleberry to track like his wake windows and stuff. I'm trying to get a little bit more organized. I'll show you guys here on my phone. I should have started using it earlier, but I wasn't like trying to get stressed out over schedules. But it looks like this, and it's a free app, like you can download. I don't think I pay for this. You can go like tracking their like feeding and their sleeping. These like long stretches back there, those are not even accurate because he doesn't sleep long stretches. But you record the feeding and you record the eating, so that way I can see like how long he's been awake. So like here I click on his nap. It says he slept from 8:39 to 9:40. So he actually did a pretty decent nap this morning in the carrier, like an hour. But now how long has he been awake for? He's been awake for like an hour and 20 minutes. So I actually should go get him down now so he's not too overtired. John Michael, that really hurts. That really hurts. Okay, let's go get you to take a nap. has been 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
I went 2 times, but why did not let me? Okay, went 3 times.
All right, so the yard guys are done, and this is what it looks like. Right now, he just put them in, so they're like lopsided, and you know, they don't look all that great. But as they grow, they'll grow vertically, and then they'll grow even a little bit past the fence, and then they fill in, and then you'll kind of like trim them so that they look nicer. For now, at least we have some greenery, and once these do like grow out, they look very, very pretty. So he just told me that I should water them once a day, and then after that, just like once a week, kind of give them some water. So that's gonna be nice. And then the next project we have out here is we want to replace the fence, but that's going to be a lot more expensive, so we kind of have to wait for that. We like the idea of having greenery like all around the backyard, so like having, you know, some plants here, and then all along that side of the fence having like kind of like the same thing with some more plants. And then over here is where I'd like to put my garden and do like more planting and stuff. But this is a good start. And again, you just kind of have to have a vision. You kind of have to see long term with this and kind of see like that it eventually will grow and it'll look nice and lush and makes it more cozy out here. What are you telling him? Whoa.
Got it!
Right.
Just in time.
Yeah, I put him in here so he could stretch a little bit, because that nap was atrocious. That nap was not long at all. I think he's gassy, like there's something bothering him. And I think that he might also be teething. Is it too early for him to be teething, you guys? Because his whole fist is in his mouth, and I just finished feeding him. And I don't think he's hungry. He's not even like super like interested in my breast. Like he's not that hungry. But his whole entire fist lately has been in his mouth. And I feel like, I don't know, like he's got some discomfort in his mouth. So is he too young to be teething at 3 months, or is that like normal? I can't remember. And since I was out there and it reminded me that I have not given you guys an update on Hops, on the rabbits that was outside. So the other day I was outside and I mentioned, like out front to our neighbor, I mentioned like, hey, your rabbit's in the backyard. And he was kind of like, oh yeah, well eventually he'll come out. Like he like, it was like so nonchalant about it. I'm like, no, like your rabbit is in our backyard. Like it's not our rabbit, it's your rabbit. So I kind of mentioned to him in passing that the rabbit was there. Because even as of like last week on Instagram, I would share Hops on my Instagram story and stuff. And people were like, is that your rabbit? I'm like, no, it is the neighbor's rabbit. So I think he finally got the hint, like, hey, these people don't want the rabbit in their backyard. So literally the next day, I got a notification on my phone from like our cameras, because we have like, you know, the cameras in the front, cameras in the back, and I open up the app and I see the freaking neighbors, and I see them, and they're with a blanket. Like the rabbit was in the front, they had a blanket, they were throwing the blanket on top of the rabbit, trying to capture this rabbit, and the rabbit was like running away, hopping away, and they couldn't catch it. It was the funniest thing to like sit back and watch in real time and like know that that was happening outside of my house. So I'm watching them, they're trying to get the rabbit keeps hopping away, the rabbit eventually goes underneath my car. So Joe is here, and I said, babe, like go help them catch the rabbit. So Joe went outside with little carrots. He lured the rabbit out from underneath my car. And so the rabbit has now been returned to its owners. So the neighbors have the rabbit. So they said something about that they like fixed the little cage or whatever that they had for him. So I'm hoping that he will be cared for and that he will be in a good home. We will miss Hops, but if he ever finds his way back into our backyard, then we will continue to feed him. So that is the update on the rabbit. All right, Sean did not have the best feed, so I'm gonna see if maybe he wants to try the bottle. I'm using, by the way, the same sterilizer that I've had for years. Like I did a whole review on this bottle sterilizer. So every couple of days I fully sterilize the bottles just to make sure that they're nice and clean. I pumped like probably, I just need like an ounce of milk. I don't need a ton of milk. So I'm just gonna put it all in there. It's not even an ounce. But I'm gonna give it to him in the bottle, see if maybe he wants to take it. I don't know why he's so cranky. Well, probably because he didn't sleep. But yeah, a lot of you guys gave me good feedback on different bottles to try. I just didn't want to go out and spend the money on a bunch of bottles. So I've been patient with this one. And it seems like with time, he's done better. The thing that I've noticed is that he does way better when I just freshly express the milk. Like when it's room temperature milk that comes straight out of the boob into the haka and into the bottle, he does better. So let's go give it to him because he's losing his mind. I straight up think he's teething, honestly. Like if I had to put money on it, I think he's teething because he is just out of control. He's gonna fight me, so we're just gonna put some beautiful music over this clip and see if we can get him to drink some. Okay, so pretty much that's all he left is just like what's there in the nipple. Hey, 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 hey. I don't think he was like terribly hungry, but at least he took it. So again, he drank almost all of what I put in there, just left a tiny little bit. I'm not gonna force it. But yeah, I'm proud of this little buddy that at least he'll take a bottle now. Why are you sad? Oh my goodness. So now that means that I can, you know, like leave him with Joe if I needed to, or leave him with my mom for a couple hours and not panic that, you know, I'm the only food source. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing that just a couple times a day. Maybe I'll bump it up to 2 ounces if I see that he's consistently taking the 1 ounce. That's supposed to be like on top of what he already eats. So it's not like his only source of nutrients. So I find that sometimes like he's just not super into it. But if he was hungry, like if he was starving, he would drink it. So that makes me happy that he's done better with the bottle. Hey, Jackson, if you cry, we can't play the game. The game is sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, okay? Everybody here has won one time. You won, Mama won, Riley won. Oh, good job, guys. Good playing. Guys, it's a lot later. I'm waiting for Joe to get home. He texted me that he's on his way. It's like a later day for him today. But I got veggies prepped for dinner. Sean actually stayed in his crib for 30 minutes today, so that was progress. Now he's awake and happy and glad that I went to save his life. So he's gonna hang out with me on the bouncer while I finish just cooking and prepping dinner. He looks so happy right now. And then meanwhile, the kids have been over here playing Candyland. So Candyland was a hit today, huh? Are we gonna play with Dada when he gets home?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Not your turn.
But they've had to learn about taking turns.
I almost there.
You're almost there, you almost won. But it was good because like they learned a lot of things today. Taking turns, being happy for one another. So it was a good use of our time to play some Candyland. So I'm gonna go, I'm gonna end the vlog so that I can get the rest of dinner ready. But thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. And again, thank you to Ritual for sponsoring. Remember, I have a code, gets you 40% off your first order. I'll have it down below in the description box. But thank you guys for hanging out. I love your faces. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.